4:30 in the morning. I go out into the street in Amsterdam. I got a flight at like 8 a.m. I got no weed. I'm fucking tripping. So like, I'm like, I need weed right now. I'm not fucking going through this shit for another 4 hours. Everything's closed. So I'm sitting there in the street, walking around, asking people, yo, you got bud? You got this? And it just was a nightmare. So, finally, I finally find a guy with bud, and he sells me a little bit. Bud rips me off. I end up with no fucking money.
Which is crazy, trying to find weed in Amsterdam.
It is, but in the morning, anybody will tell you it's over for you, right? So, like, it's very late. There's barely any people in the street. Everything's closed. There's nothing open, dog. I'm going to tell you how bad it was. I couldn't find rolling papers, and I didn't realize that till I had the weed. So the first mission was getting it. That shit was crazy as fuck. I got it. Then I didn't have no rolling papers. I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to find a soda can. I couldn't find a single goddamn soda can to save my life down there. Couldn't find an apple. I tried everything. Went into hotels, tried to see if they had fruit baskets. Couldn't find shit, right? I finally find a dude sitting down on the bench, bro, rolling a cigarette, right? I'm like, holy shit, this the guy. You know what I mean? I pull up on him. I'm like, yo, let me get an extra paper, dog. You know what I mean? And he looks up at me. He's like, you're about to smoke one, huh? Like, type of shit.
There's goons in Amsterdam. Like, people don't know.
Like, he basically is like, oh, you're about to smoke type of shit. I was like, yeah, I needed to smoke. He's like, well, I'll give you one if you smoke it with me. I'm like, God damn, now I got to share this goddamn joint with this guy right here. So I sit down and, like, I start rolling it next to him. This guy turns out to be a coke dealer that sits on the bench and people walk by and they ask him for coke. I didn't fucking know that. So I'm sitting there next to him. Suddenly he's just like, cocaine, coke. He's doing all this weird ass shit. These British tourists are walking by. It's a guy and a girl. They're like, yo, can we try a sample of it first before we take it? And they're just sitting right there. And I'm just like looking at them and I'm just trying to roll my joint and I'm like paying attention to the bullshit next to me. I'm like, damn, these guys are crackheads. So like I'm trying to roll this shit, and then he goes, the guy tells him, oh, all right, sure, or whatever, and fucking like gives him like a key bump or whatever, like gives him a bump. He takes it. He's like, can the missus try one? You know what I mean? He's like, and then she tries one, and then he's like, oh, I don't know about this. Like, kind of just starts acting weird with the coke dealer, right? Like he just doesn't like it. You know what I mean?
Because there's horrible blow out there. Let's keep it.
By then, I had fucking rolled my fucking joint and lit it. You know what I mean? So I rolled my joint and I lit it, right? This guy goes, yo, you think you could let the missus hit it once? You know what I mean? And I'm just like, fuck, man. I guess we're like in a friendly hippie environment right now in Amsterdam. It's weed. Well, I'm like, all right, take one hit, give it fucking back. Like, you know what I mean? So she takes a hit, she gives it back. I pass it to him. No, I go and pass it to him. You know what I mean? So she passes it to him. He takes a couple hits, passes it to me. I get to smoke it now. Like, I'm finally getting to smoke it. I pass it to him once, it disappears. Right? So then, like, a minute passed by and like the tourists walk away. Like, all this talking is going on. I feel like they were like fucking distracting me. They all vanish. And it's like just me and him. And I'm like, yo, where's the fucking joint? Like, I just look at him and it's like, I'm like, yo, where's the joint, my boy? Like, and he's like, oh, it's done. He's like, amigo. He kept calling me amigo. He's like, it's finished, amigo. I threw it out, amigo. I'm like, what do you mean you threw it out? It's like, we just sparked that motherfucker. The fuck you mean you threw it out?
How much?
I'm still not getting mad like this. I'm still quiet. This is my inside monologue flipping out.
How much was, like, did you roll? It was
literally like a gram or less than a gram. Like,
that's still gonna last longer.
Like a small, like, it was a good healthy joint. My shit been going ham. It was a healthy joint. There was a lot more left of it, bro. I don't have it, amigo. I'm like, check this out, dog. I just take a little thing back. I'm like, look, check this out, man. I ain't no motherfucking tourist, bro. I'm from Los Angeles, bro. Where's my shit? Like now, bro. I ain't scared of you. Like, I just told him like that. He's like, oh, whoa, calm down, amigo. La. I'm telling you, I threw it out. So he goes, oh, I was like, oh, yeah? Is that what you did? I was like, I stood up. Then he's just like looking at me like, and I could tell the dude's tall as fuck because he's sitting down and he's tall as hell. And he's like not bothered by me. So like I'm sitting there like, where's the joint at then? He said, I threw it out. So I started looking around the bench everywhere. You know what I mean? There's no joint. There's no roach. Where's the roach at, amigo? Like, there's no fucking roach. I come back around. I'm like, look, bro, I'm gonna ask you again, man, because I'm not trying to, you know what I mean? I got a flight, you know what I mean? Like in like a couple of hours, I need to get the fuck up out of here. Come on, dog. Like, you know what I mean? I'll let you hit the shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? No, amigo, I'm telling you, amigo, I'm telling you. I'm like, dog, I'm telling you. Like, I'm going to ask you one more time. He says, yo, I don't got it. And I just turn around and not punched him. I soccer fucking field goal kicked this motherfucker's head back, like his shit slammed, did a bobblehead thing on the bench, like waka kaka. His whole head did one of these, bro. Like I almost killed him. I don't know how the fuck he stayed alive after I did that. Beyond fuck this guy up beyond point of no return. He stood up and started swinging on me, but there was just no equilibrium and there was nothing. He kept on falling into shit, boxes, trash, and a bunch of shit on the side. He got up and started stumbling, and then he started whistling and screaming, and then I just started seeing shadows coming from the distance, and he was like screaming to them, you know what I mean? And I was like, oh yeah, this is my cue. So I started doing one of those, bro, until I got back to my room, went into my room, fucking took, to imagine how funny this is, took my King of the Dot chain, which has like really sharp edges, because at the time it was like made out of fucking metal, and it's like a star. So like the points of the star are like really sharp.
Like a ninja
metal.
star.
Yeah. Like, so I wrapped it around my shit. Like, dog, I was on some crazy shit over there. This is what I did. I went into the fucking thing. I grabbed a coat hanger. I fucking unwired the coat hanger, wrapped it around my hand, made it come out from right here, right? Then I took the fucking chain and I wrapped it around here, and I went into my little fucking hostel room, which was like fucking the size of a bathroom, bro, and I stood in front of the door for like an hour. Like that, because I thought they were going to come through the door any moment, you know what I mean? Because I felt like they all knew where I was. They were all following me around. It just felt like the whole city was watching me, and there's just more to the story why you would realize I was paranoid.
That joint must have been sativa.
I don't know what the fuck it was, but I didn't get to smoke it anymore, and I was
noied out.
I was heated, bro, and I tried to go back in the street and get some more, and I got into some more trouble, and I'm not even going to talk about it right